Hi. If you don't know me by now, then you will never know me. Who used to sing that song? If you don't know me by now. Oh, say there go that Destiny again trying to sing. Hi guys, this is Destiny Forever Walks. I am here on this platform, Destiny Forever Walks. I'm feeling good. Guys, I want to talk to you about something very quickly. Come on in, say hi. You know, it's up to you. If you want to subscribe to my channel, it's up to you. If you want to like the video, it's up to you. Hey, you got your own choices. You choose what you want to do. Because the Creator God give us choices. He said, choose you this day. The whom or whoever that you want to serve or what you want to, whatever, you know what I'm saying? God, this just a crazy video. Let me talk to you right quick. If we get our hands off of it, then He can put His hands on it. Okay, Disney. If we get our hands off of our situations, off our problems, off of trying to fix our own lives, then the Creator God can put His hands in it. And He can fix it the way that He had pre-purposed our lives to be, how He had predestined for us to live our lives. But so many times we got our hands on things. We always trying to mend and mold and shape it ourselves and trying to create things our own self going ahead of the Creator God. Get your hands out of the way. Take your hands off the situation. Get your hands off of the problem. It's not yours. He tells us the battle is not yours, people. He said the battle belongs to Him. When He wants you to do something, when it's time for you to show up and do your part, then He's going to let you know. But He said the battle is not yours. It belongs to Him. But when I want you to get out there, I want you to fight, that's when you want to run coward. That's when you want to run and hide. That's when you want to run and pretend like you don't know what's going on. He said, I have given you the power to tread upon serpents and scorpions and power over all the enemies of the world. Everything in your life, you got the power over it. He said that nothing by any means shall hurt you. That's when you want to shrink and cower up and run. Now you don't want to show up. Now you want to run and snatch yourself out of it. Now you taking your hands off. But why didn't you take your hands off before you got in that situation? Why didn't you back up before you put yourself into that situation, causing all of the things to come upon your life that hurt you, that damage you, that almost destroy you? But you constantly kept, like you were kneeling down, pressing down real hard on, you're doing what you want to do. Hey, stop trying to be God. There's none like Him. I'm talking about the Creator, God of this universe. Now, like I said, people, please don't get all bent out of shape. And I mean, we are not in no war. We're not in no battle against each other because we're all one. We're all one. We're all tuned and connected with the divine power, the higher source. But He created this whole beautiful world, and He created and made us from His image and His likeness. So He connected us with Himself, and He breathed into us His own self into us. So He didn't breathe a part over here or a piece over there, some there, everywhere, some all over the place, and bum, and now we are 50 billion zillions of people. No, we are one. Ask Him. Ask Him. He had predestined our lives before the foundation of the world, before you knew your mom, before you, mom even thought about having little you or little junior or little sissy. Guys, look, get your hands off of the situation so the Creator can put His hands on it. Now, let me talk about this because, during this quarantine, I've been home since April the 3rd. I've been home. It's almost 2 months I have been home. I went to work on that Thursday. I think it was the 2nd or 3rd of April. I worked all day, not knowing that I was going to be one that called within a couple hours after I got home saying, hey, you've been put on furlough status. Because of the quarantine situation or whatever excuses or whatever reasons they gave me, I was sent home unexpectedly. I didn't worry about it. I didn't get upset about it because I knew I'd done all I could do to prepare for such a time as this. I knew that I wasn't one that foolishly go around throwing away my money, doing stupid things with my money. And I knew that I took care of what I needed to take care of. So I won't worry. I knew that he had my back. And in the process before I was quarantined, before I went into quarantine, when I was furloughed off.
I didn't even realize, sister. But, oh.
I've been hearing him speaking within me. Destiny, I want you to pay off this bill. I want you to pay the family bill off. Destiny, I want you to take care of this. And, it was certain bills that I had, and I want you to pay up several months on this bill. And my daughter said, Mama, why you spending all that money? You might not even have money. That was before we knew that I was going to go into furlough status. But I knew when he was talking to me and he was speaking to my heart, because you know when he speaks to you. So I started paying on several bills that I had. And one day, that was maybe about 3 weeks before I got furloughed off, I had been paying on bills for the last like 2-3 months. I was cutting them down. I was getting them out of the way. I was really breaking them down in a small bit for my monthly payments was maybe like $250 a month per bill. They were coming on down under $200. Then some came down under $140. I was like, okay, I can deal with this, but I did not know at that time that I was going to be furloughed off. I wouldn't have a job. But I was still saving my money. I was still managing my life. I was still doing all I needed to do because I don't do things foolishly. I take my hands off the situation. I learned how to do that quite a while ago. And I said, I trust you. You got my life. You got to take care of me. And so when I was paying off the debt, because that was a desire that I wanted. I wanted to get these bills, with several bills. I wanted to pay them out of my way, get them off of me. I don't want them anymore, because I want to start doing some other things in my life. And plus, like one of those things was retirement. I wanted to be able to start, planning on my retirement. I didn't want to go into retirement with several debt credits or whatever. These bills that would be burdensome to me. And those are bills that I was chopping off. It was like 3 of them. And I was getting them down. I mean, they were like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. And I got one of them down to 5,000, and I got one down to like 3,000, and then the third one I kept chopping away, and I was putting more on that one, and I finally got that one down to $1,008. So I was on the job, and I kept that morning. Just my spirit was just like, he kept talking to me, Destiny, you have the money. Why don't you just go pay that $1,000, that $1,008 off? Pay that one off. Just get rid of it. And all day long, I would try to work, and I kept hearing that voice. What you waiting on? I want you to pay off these bills. You want to be able to retire, and you want to start planning things, and hey, go pay the bill. So I took my hands off of it, and I just like, hey, I'm anxious now. I'm excited. I just need to get out off the job and go home so I can pay the bill. And the moment that I did get off the job, I ran home, pulled out that bill, and I made a payment. $1,008. Paid it full. And I paid it. And I was excited. Oh, yes, seeing things working, because this is one of the desires that I really had. I want this bill paid off. Those 3 bills. So I finally got one of them out of the way. Like I said, it was 3 of them. One like a $7,000. I got it down to 5. One was like 5,000. I got it down to 3,000. Then that one was like 5,000. I had gotten it down to $1,008. And so, you know, he was helping me. I mean, during those several months that I was working, I just felt like I was compelled to just pay off these bills. And I know why now. Because I did not know at the time that I was going to be one that was going to be put on furlough leave. I didn't know the one that I was going to go to work on Thursday, come home. 2 hours after I got home, I get a call from the boss and said, okay, Destiny, you won't be coming back to work tomorrow. We don't know when we'll call you back. It may be sometime in June. We don't know yet. And I was like, oh, it caught me off guard because we had been talking on the job with the bosses and been talking with the employees. They're saying they're trying to keep us on the job where they wouldn't have to let anyone go or cut back off the staff of what they were doing. They was cutting back on the leave and it's cutting us down to like half of the day. And that was fine with me. I'm getting part-time. That was fine. Part-time was better than no time, so I was satisfied. And I'm thinking that, hey, you know, that's what I heard. And I came in that morning from home to the boss. We're still trying to hold on to all our people. We're not trying to let nobody go. We're just going to have to work together and cut hours and cut out. That's fine. Cut my hours, but as long as let me still be able to come to work. Let me have something that I can still do. Something that feels that it can still give me purpose, so I can still the information and knowledge that I do because I'm a teacher, so I'm always empowering students. And I just got to be around someone. I just got to be around teaching. I got to be around nurturing. I got to be around giving wisdom and instructions and direction. That's me. So when I didn't have my job, it's just like, what am I going to do? But that morning I went in that Thursday, that's all they kept saying. They still working on trying to keep us on the job so we wouldn't have to let us go completely. Well, I left that Thursday. I got home, like I said, my boss called me and bam. And then all of a sudden, it came back to me. That's why he was preparing me. That's why he was telling me to get my hands off of it. Step out of the way. You just do as I instruct you. You take those 3 bills that you had, wanted for so long, to start paying them off. I want you to pay them down to a place where you don't have to spend $250 a month or whatever for each bill. Keep paying them so you can get to the place where you can get them down. Now like one is 140. The other one now has gotten down to like 87. I come a long ways from 250. Paying them each bill a month. That was a lot. And now one of the bills is like $139, I think, and the other one's like $87 a month. And then that one, but the other one, he paid it off. So I was like, wow, so I understand. That is a big cut, a really big cut. And I saved money. So when I got furloughed, I thought about it. I said, now I understand why he was urging me. He was just kept pulling at my strings of my heart saying, go ahead, this is your opportunity, start paying them. And like I said, I took my hands off him. I didn't wrestle with him. I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna pay it. So when I finally got to that 3rd bill and I got it down to like $1,008, I was like, wow, you know, I'm like, this is opportunity to just go ahead on it and pay this off, $1,008. But I just kept like holding on, like, okay. I'll still chip a little bit here this month, I chip a little bit. But that day when I was on the job, he said, Destiny, just pay it. Just go on home. You got the money. What you waiting on? You want to pay it all? And I ran home that day. I did not stop just to drop my bags down. And I ran to the computer, pulled out the bill, and I just went in there, bam, paid it for $1,008. And I was so excited because I've seen the other two that I had, how they had come, I said, drop all the way down to a place now where, hey, that's not bad. I can handle that. And I told my daughter, I said, you know, I paid off this bill, $1,008. I finally paid one of them off totally full. And I said, I got the other 2 down now where they're not $250. They're in a place where it's very reasonable. But well, why do you pay off that money with $1,008? Why do you spend that money? I said, because I felt I had to do it. See, sometimes we allow people to talk us out of things. Sometimes we let other people's opinion push us to go against what the Creator God is trying to tell us and trying to show us. But she had her run, whatever. I did what I felt I had to do. At the time, I knew that was a passion, that was a desire that I had wanted to do for so long. And now, when the furlough status came, I was one that caught up in the furlough status. I understood why. Because I don't have that bill. Because I have no other income coming in. I don't have, all I have is what I had put aside for my savings and that had left over in my checking account. And I did well because, like I said, I wasn't foolishly spending my money all the time, throwing it away. I did things. I mean, to me, I'm a giver. I like to do things for people. I'm not saying humongous, big things, but those little things, it matters and it counts. So I give a lot. And like I said, I give, but I'm not expecting anything back. But that's who I am. Because I know I'm not giving for them to give to me back. I'm giving because I know the power and the principle of the Creator God. Because when we give, the more He gives back to us. And that was a concept I learned. It took me a long time to learn that concept. But I learned. And I would give out of my necessity. I would give. Because I know I'm not looking for you to pay me back. I'm not looking for you to give this back to me. I'm not looking for anything from you. Just let me give it. And I do that on the job. I'll go in, I'll bring gifts to several people on the job. Every now and then I will drop gifts. Well, no, do I have to pay you back? No, don't you dare say I have to pay you back. This is my way of paying it forward because I know there's a blessing coming behind all of this. So it kind of bothers me when people think that they need to pay me back or saying, well, you have to do this, how much I owe. You don't owe me anything. I have to do this. I'm paying it forward. Not because I'm looking for you to pay me anything. I know the Creator God has my back. I know that He has a blessing for me. It's far beyond and way more than what I'm giving out. But I'm constantly giving. That's me. And I never go for lack of anything. I'm never wanting of anything. He always provided for me. He's always taking care of me. And my daughter always say, Mom, every time you come home, you bring me something home. Every time you come home, people always giving you stuff. Every time you come through the door, somebody's giving you something. Every time you go to the mailbox, you always got packages coming. You always got something. That's because I'm a giver, baby. And I give cheerfully. I give out a good heart. And I give with the intentions that I'm blessing you, not for you to give anything back to me. I'm giving with good intentions. And I know I'm not looking for them to pay me anything. That's not why I give. I give so I can be blessed beyond measure. Give. Good measure. Pressed down and shaken over so that the Creator can pour out bigger blessings in my life. So when I go outside and talk to the universe, when I talk to the God of this universe, when I go out there and I look up at that tree and I say, I know you are connected with God. And we all are connected. I said, this is what I need. This is what I need. See, I talk to the tree like that. I said, I need this. I need a financial blessing today. I need a huge financial blessing. I need you to bless me with this. I need you to bless my household. I need you to bless my health. I need you to bless my children. I need you to bless my job. I need you to bless my co-workers. I need you to bless my students. I need you to bless my directors, my bosses. I need you to bless people. I want to be blessed in every area I go into. And He does. The Creator, like I said, people look at me. Yes, I talk to trees because that tree is connected to me, you, and everybody else. That tree is connected to the earth, which runs through the power, the source of the divine Creator God. So I can go out there and I can speak to a tree. You want some money? You really need some money? To talk to the tree. The tree, that's paper. We get paper from trees. Where did money come from, people? It comes from trees. Think about that. So when you're out there talking to a tree, just like you standing up there talking to a dollar bill. I should. Or $10, $100, whatever. So guys, we gotta learn to get ourselves out of the way. And that's the biggest mistake sometimes that we make. That's the biggest problem. Let me tell you another incident. Before we went to the COVID-19 came in, I had this strong urge to just, every time I go into this grocery store, I'll pick up 3 rolls of toilet tissue. I was picking up paper, napkins, and paper towels. My daughter was sending them from Germany, and I did not even ask her, but when I get packages, you have toilet tissue. She would have napkins and things like that. And every time I would go in the store, but then one day, my same little sweet Jazzy boo, Mom, why you keep buying those paper towels? Why you keep buying those things? You got plenty at home. My closet was running over. It's just like my cup running over. I felt that I had to, but I didn't know why. I did not understand. I did not understand until the store shelves were stripped. There was no paper towels. There were no toilet tissues. There were no napkins. And then all of a sudden, the Creator brought back to me, Tessie, now you see why I was trying to provide for you? If you just take your hands off, I could do it. But see, I allowed her to stop me at some point. And I felt like every time I go to the store, she's going to say something. I want to hear her nagging with me. Sometimes you just get tired of nagging with people. But listen, I'm learning now from that incident. I should just say, be quiet. Just be quiet. I don't want to hear what you got to say. I feel what's in my heart. I have to do it. I should have kept doing it. And I let her know. When the shelves became empty after the coronavirus and paper towels went scarce, toilet tissue went scarce, napkins went scarce, I looked at her and I said, now I understand why I was compelled, why I felt like I had to every time I go in the store to put into my cart 3 and 4 rows of paper towels and toilet tissues and napkins. And then you went yap, and I'll let you yap me out or continue to do that. And now it's hard to get. And she looked at me and said nothing. I said, you know what, I learned a lesson from this. I'm learning a baby lesson. You know, whenever I feel compelled, that I know that the Creator is pulling me to do something, you know what, I'm going to do it. And I don't care what people are going to say. I don't care about what people's opinions are. I don't care if they think that I'm being excessively or over excessive. Hey, there's a reason why it was in my heart to do it. He knew that time was coming. But like I said, we just always allow people to push us away from our blessings. We allow people to hinder us in moving to the places that we need to move into because we're so busy trying to measure ourselves up with the way they think that we should handle things or do things. Let me tell you, I'm learning to just shut people up. Just say, get out of my way, move. I don't want to hear from you because you're blocking my view. You're blocking the sound waves and the messages coming from the Creator. You're crowding my ear. Get away from me. Because I knew there was a reason now. I knew there was a reason why it was so important, so significant for me to buy all that paper towels, to buy all that toilet tissue, to buy all those napkins. I knew now. And when I let her know that, she just looked at me and said nothing, dropped her head. I said, I'll never again let anyone throw something at me to stop me from doing what I know that the Creator God, He has compelled for me to do. And I know now why He wanted me to do that. He wanted me to stock up all the paper towels and the napkins during those times. I mean, that was like 5, 4, 6 months before we even known about a coronavirus. I had my closets full. And she was like, why are you buying all this? You don't need all this. And now every time I go to the store, so every time I go in the store after that, after several months, and I would go to reach for it, I hear that little voice. Yeah, you don't need that. You need to stop buying all this stuff. You don't need all this paper. I got tired of it, so I just walked past it, wouldn't pick it up. So we just got to make sure that we know that the Creator God is leading and guiding us in the path that we need to go, knowing that He's equipping us for such a time that is down the road that we yet cannot see. Eyes have not seen, ears has not heard, neither has it entered the heart of a man or a woman, all the things that the Creator God has prepared for them. And a lot of times we're not going to see the things that He has prepared, He has predestined for us to walk in, for us to live in, for us to move. Because it said, through Him that we move and live, that we have our being. If we are not moving in Him, and we are not moving by the strings that is pulled by His hands, baby, we're not going to move anywhere but to that place of stagnant. We're going to start losing ourselves. We're going to start losing the things that we need to sustain us. We're going to start losing health. We're going to lose a lot of things. We're going to end up in lack with a whole lot of extra responsibilities. See, I heard Him tell me, get those tissues. I heard that it was like 5 to 6 months before we knew about a coronavirus. And I was doing it till my daughter jacked her mouth, but I'm never going to let nobody else in. Separate me from what I know that the Creator God is talking and telling me, because I know that I have that divine connection because I commune with Him. I get out there in the heart of the earth, in the dirt. I deeply connect. We have that universal connection. I talk to the trees. I am programmed. I'm in tune. So I know when He's telling me things, I know it's coming down the pipe. I know it's going to happen. Now, He didn't tell me nothing about coronavirus or COVID-19, but he was kept propelling me to buy that toilet tissue, that paper towels, and those napkins. But He didn't specifically come out and tell me why. But I didn't have to ask why. I knew at the time that I had to do it. Just like He kept telling me, pay all those bills. Just pay them down. Just pay them down. My daughter, like, you're going to spend all your money. You don't need to do that right now. Keep up, save them. You never know. I'm so glad. Because if I would have gone on furlough status with those 3 bills, $250, $250, and $250 a piece, do the math, $750 a month that I would have to take out of my monthly fee just for those 3 bills, not talking about my rent, not talking about my Wi-Fi internet, not talking about my electric bill, my gas bill, not talking about my car insurance, and not talking about my other little things that I have, my phone bills and all like that. If I would have not gotten those 3 bills broken down to that place, I would have been hurting today, sitting here for 2 months without a job, without any other income coming in. But He was preparing for me. And right up to this time, after 2 months, He has sustained me efficiently. I still have more than enough in my account. I had enough in my account last month. I didn't feel bad. I picked up my daughter's monthly bills. I paid her bills off. I didn't have a job, but I paid it for her. I invested in her. And I'll probably do the same thing this month for her. Because I'm going back to work Monday. They called me today and said, you got to have you back because the clients are, the staff ratio, the student ratio is coming up higher, and we need you back on Monday morning, 7 o'clock. So I'll be back. So I'm just like, pay it for it 1 more month. Pay my daughter's bills, her monthly expenses, pay off her rent this month, pay off her pay off her electric bill, her light bill, and things of that nature, her Wi-Fi and all that. And I know I'm good, but I thank Him. And like I said, you people, you better start listening to the Creator God talk to you. You better know His voice, because He said, my sheep knows my voice, and a stranger He will not follow. You better stop following around and listen to other people, because they'll pull you into a ditch, and you will be tumbled over in that ditch because they want to kick you over there anyway. Stop listening to people. And I'm keep telling myself, Destiny, you better than that. And like I said, a lot of times, especially when you're living in a house with somebody and you don't want the conflict and the fighting and the disputing and the debating between us, and sometimes my daughter get I want to snatch her but she just like, it's always got to be perfect her way, no matter what. But it doesn't matter no more. I told her I'm never going to listen when I know that I'm prepared to do something. When I know that I have this deep desire in me to do something. I know that God Himself, the Creator of the God is in me, the universe God within me, He is preparing me for a time that is coming. I don't know yet what it is. I don't know how it's going to affect me. I don't know how it's going to affect my household. I don't know if it's going to take my job away again. I don't know what the situation may be, but I know He's preparing me to sustain me through the phantom, to sustain me through the hardships, to sustain me for whatever that I may be going through till He bring me out of it. And He has sustained me. I got more than enough still left over because I'm listening. So get your hands off of the situations in your life. Get your hands off, and you make sure you get other people's hands off your stuff. You tell them, this is my life and I'm running this. When you take your hands, you put your hands in the hand of the man who created everything, the creator God. You let him lead and guide you in a plain path all the way from the enemies, those enemies that's around you, those enemies that's in your mind and your head. And that's it. I go back to work Monday. I just came on here to say, get your hands out of the way and let him put his hands on it. Because he said, I know the thoughts and I know the plans that I have for you. Thoughts to give you hope, thoughts to give you peace and an expected end. But if you just get out of the way, I can get in, I can take care of this. I'm out of here. Guys, this is Destiny. I'm going to see you guys at the next video. Thank you. I just came to tell you, Monday I start my job back. It's been 2 months, guys. It's been 2 months. I start back Monday. Monday. I'm going to see you guys at the next video. Please meditate on this message. Please listen to this message. You got to start trusting God. Now, the best place, let me tell you right quick. The best place where you can start trusting God or the creative God or your infinite intelligence or your divine source or your energy source or whoever you want to call him. Get yourself out into nature. Get yourself out into nature and unwire all the little parts that the world has programmed you to. Let it go. Get out there. And I'm telling you, when you attune yourself and you wire yourself to nature, when you take off your shoes and you start grounding some dirt and you take your hands and wrap it around a tree, you just go out there and you take grass and leaves and rub all over your body and lay in it. You're wiring yourself back to the earth because that's where you're created out of all that, all the matter. That's when he will start speaking from his channel straight to yours. He ain't got to go around to all these third parties and all these third sources to get to you. You get your power, your voice, your messages straight from him because the universe knows you. And he will take care of you. Talk to trees. Nothing wrong with it, talking to a tree. You talk to dollar bills, you talk to $100 bills, 10, 25. Talk to a tree. That's where your money come from. I'll see you next video. And I'm going to say, I go back to work Monday. I get back to see my students. Monday. I get back to teach on Monday. And I thank you, Creator God, for sustaining me, providing me, and you never allow me to run short. You never allow me to run out in those 2 months. You allow me to have more than enough. I got about the same amount before I went on that furlough status. I still have that same amount, and I sustained myself for those 2 months, and I sustained my daughter. I helped us to get through this because he gave me wisdom, and I paid off one of those bills, and I got other 2 down to hardly nothing. So now I can go back, start my job, and the 2 that I have left, the one that I think is 138 and the other one is 87, I can pay it off. And then the goal and the dream, the desire I always wanted to pay off those three credit debts, I will be accomplished because he gives us the desires of our heart.